You're watching Morning Rush right here on ZTN Prime. You can get in touch with us on our socials. Just look for ZTN Prime all over, whether it's X, it's TikTok, it's YouTube, it's Facebook. We are all over. Just look for @ZTN Prime, hashtag Morning Rush. This is always your wake-up call. We do things big here on Morning Rush. I told you we're joined by a very special guest, and she is right here. Her name is Yolanda Kanyai. She's based in Australia, and she's got a very interesting project that she's undertaken, and she's the brains behind Vibrant Diverse Cultures, which is aimed at empowering the girl child. So yeah, let me not preempt, because she's right here. Yolanda, how are you? Welcome to Morning Rush.
Oh, thank you, Howard, and good morning to you too.
Yeah, so well, the starting point. You're based in Australia, you're back home. Tell us about these Vibrant Diverse Cultures. What is it all about?
So Vibrant Diverse Cultures is a social enterprise, and we specialize in community capacity building. And most of our work aims at addressing any social needs. So talk of mental health awareness, employment needs, or community engagement. So in particular, in reference to what's happening this Saturday, which is our football carnival. It's all aimed to creating equal opportunities and to empower the girl child who's in the sporting realm, and to also promote physical and mental wellness.
So you spoke about, you know, the social space and what you're doing there, and now you're trying to marry it with football. Why girls only?
Well, this is pretty, I'd say, personal.
Okay.
Because I myself, well, when I started playing football back in the day, female football wasn't a thing, especially in this country. So we didn't really have those equal opportunities. But with time, of course, yeah, we all get different opportunities. And I got then to be in spaces where girls had to be showcased in their sporting spaces. So, yep, this is just me trying to give back to where I come from, and also try and see what we can do in that space.
So the name, Vibrant Diverse Cultures, what's behind that?
It's vision-based,
Okay.
because back in Australia, we're based in Darwin, Northern Territory. It's a multicultural space. We've got several people from a lot of places, right? So we try to target them and assist them with acquiring mainstream needs. So that's the vibrance in it. So vibrant, diverse cultures, anyway. Yeah.
So you spoke about you playing football. How far did you go? What level were you playing at?
I play in the amateur league in Darwin, but it's still a women Premier League.
Okay.
Yep. So I've been playing there for probably 7 seasons. So that's been the highest. Then sometime last year, yeah, I did try out with a few other clubs there in the UK, but just to see how the space is and also learn for an exposure bit. And yeah, that's actually the highest bit. So it was a 14-day camp, and yeah, we were attached to other clubs out there too.
When did you leave Zim? Did you ever play ball here?
No, just in high school. So I was at Vinona High School for my A-level. So that's when I really started navigating this football space.
How is the space now? I know we've got a lot to talk about what's happening this weekend, but how was the space then? And, you know, I'm trying to draw comparisons, you know, with when you then went further afield. How was the space here, and how was the culture shock when you went there? Because here, you know, we have growing up, you know, the way we're socialized, you know, boys and girls, it's so different.
Absolutely, and I couldn't agree less to that. Thing is, I think that societal stereotype is what then brought probably this vision to come out. No, you know what? Promote the other gender, you know, there is potential in that. And I saw it, I experienced it, and back in Australia, you see it all. You've seen the Matildas, you know. We talk of the World Cup last year. Do you know they filled the biggest stadium in Brisbane? I was there, 80,000 people, and all to watch just the Matildas game. So imagine 80,000 people coming to watch Vakadzi, Varukutamba Bora. Yes.
So how can we then transfer that, you know, to the space that you grew up in? Because here, when you come here, there's a Mighty Warriors game, or the female teams are playing. You know, for starters, where they play. You know, you know, those not suitable, you know, grounds. That's where you see the top league, the Premier League girls playing. And you are coming from Australia, where the Matildas are filling a 60,000 sitter. And you come here, you want probably to peg a Mighty Warriors game at $1 because you know nobody's going to go, or it's free entry. How do we change that perception in our society?
I think probably it could start with just basic support, because when I look at how the grounds, like what you're saying, there isn't much facilities around that, and potentially just a little bit of incentive. Start playing Kuma places, Kuma universities. You've got UZ, it's got good facilities. We could start off from there. Just the basic, just a ground is, because when you look at sporting people, they don't need so much. Give them facilities and that's it, they're happy.
It's all about infrastructure.
Exactly.
Yeah, so talk to us about this gala on Saturday. Where is it happening? Who is invited? How many teams are there?
So we're having it at Celebration Centre, that place out there. We now have 6 teams registered for Vana, and pretty overwhelming actually, because we're targeting 4. But so in total we've got 6 kids, 2 overage adult teams that will be playing an exhibition game just before the grand finals for the kids. So we're also trying to not really eliminate that stereotype ekunzi vanhu vahombe avatamba sports. So we also want to paint that picture through that role model match before the grand final match of the kids. And we'll also have things like aerobics in the morning as our starter. So for those who are not football gifted or think they don't want to play football, they can also join us throughout the Zumba aerobic session early at 8, between 8 and 8:30 a.m.
So it's not only confined to football, it's a full day that's laced with the different activities.
Oh yes, so aerobics, football games, and a bit of athletics, fun games, yeah.
So is there an opportunity that probably you also be talking to the girls that are there, seeing that we are in the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence against women and girls?
Absolutely. That's actually my territory. I'm more anyway, let's skip that one. But yeah, I will be talking to them around that, because yeah, it is a concerning issue, I'd say. Yeah.
But do you see football probably as a vehicle, you know, to try and also parcel out messages like that? Since that's your field, social work and all that.
It is actually, yeah. So anything other than just our football, but any place of comfort that people find themselves in are areas where they can actually find that growth to target issues like those ones. So yeah, we will actually use this opportunity to speak to the girls and try and just have them. Yeah.
So I see, I don't know if it's your payoff line, but achieving growth in communities through vibrant, diverse cultures. So when we talk about achieving growth in communities, obviously the community from where I am, you know, it doesn't only look at probably to a neighborhood. Because here you've got an initiative that you're trying to bring maybe the rest of Harare to come through for the football gala on Saturday at Celebration Centre. But when I look at the bigger picture here, you are targeting Zimbabwe as a community. And with the football that you played, the game that you played, and where you left the state of our game, what can we do as a people to make sure that we uplift? Because we don't want to be talking about, yes, the girl child, but we want to talk about Zimbabwe as a powerhouse in women's football, for example. We have gone as far as the Olympic Games, the grand stage when it comes to sport, but we didn't really build on that. But you are here coming up with such an initiative. How do we come together as a people so that we achieve growth in our communities?
I'd say probably an effective way is through collaborations. So you talk of we've got A schools here that always go for carnivals or any major tournaments abroad. We could start, probably if the league can also talk to those people who also have those connections. Collaborative efforts do achieve a lot. So if we can, or if the nation, or whoever who's around that, can strategize what's the best way to collaborate in such. But individual work, I cover a lot of things.
We are talking to Yolanda Kanyai here on Morning Rush. She's from Vibrant Diverse Cultures that's aimed at empowering the girl child. And this Saturday, there is a football gala at Celebration Center where girls' teams are coming through, and she will be talking to them. So one other thing, though, when people hear that you're based in Australia, and you've organized a football gala, parents start thinking, okay, so is Yolanda going to be helping our girls to go maybe further their football outside the country? Is there anything like that? Are there any initiatives that you are looking at towards that?
Hopefully. I wouldn't be, well, I don't want to give a definite, because this is our inaugural tournament. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how Saturday goes. Then we'll progress anyway with the rest of background work that we might need to do.
So Vibrant Diverse Cultures, how do people get in touch with you?
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn as Vibrant Diverse Cultures. So that's our actual name.
All right. Thanks, Yolanda, for coming through to Morning Rush. Hopefully, the work that you're doing will empower, and we empower the girls, and we will be able to achieve a lot more in growth in all our communities.
No, thank you. Would love to have you, though.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's off season, so yeah, we'll pop in. Might not stay the whole day, but I can promise you I'll come through.
Thank you so much.
All right, Yolanda Kanyai, she is Kanyai. She is the brains behind Vibrant Diverse Cultures, aimed at empowering the girl child. There is a football gala that's on this Saturday at Celebration Center. Make sure you make your way there and support the girl child in the initiatives that Vibrant Diverse Cultures are trying to come up with. Thanks, Yolanda, for coming through.